Let's get this party started, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Foolish Show podcast. I am your host, F to the Ish Foolish, representing reality music entertainment. Appreciate y'all checking in, man. Give everybody a little time to get on in. We supposed to have some special guests checking in. And then we'll take it from there, y'all. But we're going to get this show started. The show will always go on. Hope everybody had a great week. Getting ready for the weekend. All good vibes, positivity. Hope everybody's safe. Hope your family's safe. Kids safe. Y'all know how it go. We're going to get this show started in a minute. Why? Live chat is wide open. We live streaming right now on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Let's make sure we live and everything on and popping, and we're going to get this show started, folks. Hope y'all having a great week. Getting ready for that weekend. Y'all didn't put in hard work. So y'all know how it go. Most people that work a 9 to 5, they look forward to weekends. Weekends is like holidays. Can't wait to get to it. So shout out to everybody out there, man. Don't put in a hard week of work and you ready for the weekend. We got a few guests supposed to check in. I'm trying to check on them. Live chat is wide open. Y'all let me know. E Mac, appreciate you checking in. All good vibes. You said it. Hope everything good with you. And I hope your health and everything else is doing okay. Appreciate you checking in. Niche Love checking in. Appreciate y'all. We're going to get the show started in a couple of minutes, y'all. Just trying to make sure everything is on point. Y'all make sure y'all get relaxed, get comfortable, grab your snack. Do what you got to do. Kick back. Y'all know how we do on the Foolish Show. We get to the real talk. That's great reality talk, man. We give it to you real over here. All good vibes at the same time. We try to spread love and positivity. Too much hate going around, man. So we got to learn how to love more. Come together. Times is getting worse. So it's time to wake up, folks. So that's what we spread. You know, that's what we own. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. It don't cost $1, don't cost a cent. Make sure y'all share this. Make sure you tell everybody you know. Come join the show, man. It's for everybody. The people show. Y'all speak your mind and we talk about whatever you want to talk about. We don't judge over here. As long as you don't bring no crazy negative stuff, we good. We ain't here to argue. We just here to talk. Everybody got an opinion. But I'm checking on a few guests, y'all. Y'all give me 1 minute. Then we're going to see what happened. We're going to see what's popping. But I know y'all ready for the weekend, man. It's great weekend vibes right now. Y'all know how that go. Let's get this show started, y'all. So tonight, what we talking about tonight is when it's all said and done, and your time is over with. When it's time for you to go on the other side, when it's time to hit the crossroads, what kind of legacy you want to leave behind? How you want to be remembered? Remember, the person you are and your ways and what you did is how people are going to remember you. So a lot of people don't ask themselves that question. How do you want to be remembered when you leave this earth? What kind of legacy you want to leave behind? Do you want people like, man, she was a good woman, she had a good heart? Or you want them to be, man, she cussed out everybody, she was always fighting, she always got into it with somebody? Y'all got to think about it. The way you live and the things you did is going to determine your legacy. Now, we all know ain't nobody perfect. Everybody have their moments where you spaz out and you lose it. That's human nature. Nobody is perfect. But if you got to still carry yourself accordingly, because that's how you're going to be remembered. And how you're going to be judged is for what you did on this earth. So the way you leave here, it's like it go hand in hand. The way you leave earth and you go to the other side. Judgment day, and they're going to judge you when you go on this earth. And that'll be your legacy. They're going to, what you left behind, what kind of person they're going to say you are. So you got to ask yourself, what kind of legacy you want to leave? How you want to be remembered? Do you want to be remembered in a bad way? You want to be remembered in a good way? You want people to think about you and have nothing but positive, good things to say about you? Some people might be like they don't care, which I mean, I get it. You don't. Maybe some people don't care how nobody remembers them. Maybe it's not important to you. But how do you want to be remembered? Because you know how you're going to be judged for what you did, how your heart is. That's why you can't walk around with a whole bunch of anger. Don't walk around with a whole bunch of hatred on your heart. You have to learn how to let it go. Because at the end of the day, some things ain't that serious. At the end of the day, you don't know when something's going to happen to anybody. So that person that you got problems with, something can happen to them and you don't have that chance to say, I'm sorry. That's why it's very important not to hold on to stuff and let bygones be bygones. But sometimes at the end of the day, it just ain't worth it. A lot of times it's just not worth the trouble. You got to learn to forgive in your heart, because we're going to get a lot of things done to us that we don't like while you're living on this earth. It's not going to be all good, goody. People going to lie to you. They're going to try to take from you. They're going to talk about you. Somebody going to steal something from you. Somebody going to talk about your family members. Somebody going to talk about your kids. While you here, there's always stuff going to happen. People going to always throw stones. That's all a part of living, folks. They're going to throw stones and talk about you. But you can't let that determine you as a person. Anybody can say anything. They can say, oh man, foolish be on there just talking and preaching and this and that. That's their opinion. Everybody can have their own opinion. That don't mean you have to agree with them, but I let you have your opinion. We have to understand what kind of legacy you want to leave behind. Most important, how you want to be judged when it's that time. You gotta go. You always going to be accountable for your own actions, because you ain't gonna be able to die and say, "Man, God, I shot that gun because whatchamacallit told me to," and that ain't helping you. So you got to be accountable for your actions. Except if you do something wrong, accept it, but ask God in your heart for forgiveness. That's the best way you can deal with it, and hope that you get forgiven. Because at the end of the day, man, you got to think before you do things. Sometimes we react off raw emotions and get caught up in the moment, get heated in the moment. We all do it. I do it all the time. And then once I cool down, I'll be like, man, I ain't even had to act like that. When everything settled down, you be like, man, why did I do all that? Think about it. JD 25 says facts. So sometimes we need to give stuff a little time to cool down. You might be mad at somebody, but the next day or two, you be like, man, forget that, though. I ain't on that no more. Once you realize how petty it is, because most of the time it's petty. If nobody ain't trying to kill you, you got to think about it. Most of the time it's petty. We all get wrapped up in words. Man, you said this about me. You said this about my kids. Let bygones be bygones. Nobody ain't trying to kill nobody. Let's keep it moving. Because we don't know when that time gonna come. So why dwell on things when you don't know how long you got on earth? I call that a waste of time. You ain't got too many time to waste. If you don't know how long you're gonna be here, how you gonna waste time? Think about it. If we all on the clock, I don't think we can afford to waste time. If everybody got an expiration date, you can't be wasting time on nonsense. You can't be wasting time entertaining foolishness. Getting them people drama, always in the mix, always in somebody's business. You gotta put your time to better use. You gotta ask yourself what kind of legacy you want to leave behind for you and for your kids, if your kids still be living on earth. But God forbid, you know, sometimes our kids is leaving before the adults. Because we living in the wild, wild west now where everybody got guns and it's shoot, 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 kill, kill, kill. We have to be accountable for all that, man. We got to try to make it a little better for the future. We can't save everybody, but we got to save some of them, y'all. So all the grown folks, all adults, got to start changing their ways and the way they live. Because the kids going to see what you're doing, and they're going to follow that. If all adults toting guns, if all the grown women selling body, what you think the next generation looking up to? I want to be like that. I want to be like my uncle them. I want to be like my daddy them. I want to be like J-Bo them down the street with all them guns and cool and in the head of the game. Everybody follow him. You got to look at what they look up to and what the role models is going to be. And when you add it all up, I don't see nothing good out of that equation. That equals a disaster. It's going to be a war zone. Every street is going to be shooting. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't go get gas. You can't even go get you a potato chip. You're going to have to keep looking over your shoulder. That the world that we want to live in? We got to ask ourselves this stuff. We should have been just, every time something happened, yeah, another one. Yeah, another shooting. Yeah, another person dead. Do you realize what's happening? Do we not see what's happening in front of us? We just brushing it off. What happened when it hit home? What happened when one of your people get shot and going to the store or something? I don't think you're going to brush it off then. You were like, man, they killed my people, man. So you should be caring now. You got to think about it, folks. Sometimes you don't have to necessarily hit home to hit home. It should dawn on you like, man, life getting crazy. When you got to go everywhere packing what to eat, you can't go get you no groceries no more. You don't know if you can just get out and pump your gas. I don't know what you call that. It done became a video game. This ain't life. This is Grand Theft Auto at its finest. And the crazy part about it, people really think they're gonna get away with it. Do you realize in 2023 how many cameras we have everywhere? Y'all know it's cameras everywhere, on every block, every street. You do something, you're gonna get caught on footage somewhere. If you're going to buy something in a store, pump gas, you on camera somewhere. So how the heck you ever think you're gonna get away with something? It's rare. It's eyes always watching now, folks. You can't even be on the street. You remember back in the days, you could do a hit and run. You can hit somebody and pull out. You can hit it. But if it got caught on camera, they're going to come find you. They'll find you. Because everything now is under the eye, is under the microscope. You got cameras on every corner, every block, every light, every store. People got them on their doorknobs. You got the rings on everybody's doors. Everything's being captured now, folks. You'll be a fool nowadays to think you're gonna get away with something. So it don't even make sense to do all this crazy stuff. It don't make no sense to go out and beef with people and shoot people and try to take people's stuff. For what? How you think you're gonna get away with it? In what world we living in, you think? With all these cameras. Y'all realize we be watching. Y'all ever seen when these people now, they're putting a mask on, they put the COVID mask and all that, and they run into these places and they start just grabbing stuff and running? Y'all don't realize how many witnesses done seen this? The cameras, the people work there. You don't think something gonna happen where they gonna catch you? They gonna see what kind of car you get in. Something gonna come back where you gonna get popped. How you think that just gonna happen? Let's go to the live chat, man. Y'all remember the live chat is wide open. Leave your comments, man. Join the podcast right now. Spread the word. Let everybody know we live streaming right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. But y'all have seen them people? They put on all that COVID mask, all that COVID junk, and run into stores and start grabbing stuff and run out. And what y'all think that ain't gonna happen? If they don't catch you right then and there, them people gonna see what kind of car you done got in. They going to catch you. Where are you gonna go? Even if you ain't in that car, you can ditch the car. You don't left something in that car. You don't smoke a cigarette in there. You don't left a black and mild, a fingerprint, your footprint. Y'all know how this technology is. Let's go to the live chat. JD25 says they can even track you with your cell phone nowadays. Of course. Everybody be quick to go, I want to get the new iPhone, this and that. All that stuff got they can just intercept them signals out the air and bam. But they've been listening to people calls and all that for the longest, man. They've been doing that since Martin Luther King and way before that. Anybody else you name. They had the technology to listen to everything you was doing. But you're right, even your phones. Y'all know how it go. They're going to say, oh, you wasn't there? T-Mobile, give me them records. T-Mobile going to say at this time, you was right here. It's too much technology now, folks. It don't even pay to do crimes no more. Because, like, dang how many criminals you know just go get away with it and just live happy ever after. Even if it take them a little time to get caught, they still get caught. I don't know a criminal that's just living on the island, relaxing and say, boy, I got them, boy. Boy, they ain't catch me. Boy, they ain't catch me. Boy, I'm living a great life. I don't know too many criminals like that. Some people get away with it, but for the most part, you ain't getting away with it. They gonna get you. You gonna sit. You gonna have a lot of time to think about what you get. I don't know too many people that's living in paradise that are around here doing all these crimes. They sitting right now complaining, eating slop, using the bathroom in front of each other, and everything else. They ain't out here balling and having a good time and turning up and enjoying life. I don't know why you think nowadays, especially nowadays, how you gonna get away with it? Too much technology. They can track your phone. Every other corner got a camera. So what you think you gonna do? Well, how you gonna get away with it? Where? Man, these folks got technology. They read your tag. As soon as they read your tag, okay, whoop, you ain't got no license. Pull them over. It's so much technology, folks, that you can't keep up with it. You don't even know half of the stuff they ain't even released yet. They got robots. They got dogs that's robots that they just send in places now. They ain't even sending no real life animals of humans no more. They're gonna send a robot in there. You have to fight a robot first. You'll have a shootout with a robot, and then the real people gonna come get you. It's starting to be like the movies, y'all. If you think about it, from the technology to how people living, it's just like the movies. Nobody don't care about nobody's life. That's why I don't understand. Like, where did all this come from? Where did all the negativity come from? Because that's all we got generating in this earth. I don't see love no more. It's even in the music. Back in the days, it was "Heal the world, we are the world," and all this here. Now I got murder on my mind and everything else now. I'm thinking about killing people. Just think about how life done changed, man. Life done changed before our eyes. And it's all around us. You'll be a fool not to realize it. You got to wake up and see that nobody cares about nobody no more. And that's a sad situation, folks. When nobody care about nobody, it's cutthroat. So that means they don't care about me, you, your kids, your grandma, auntie, them, your next door neighbor, nobody. Y'all don't find nothing wrong with that? Y'all don't think that's a little scary? If nobody don't care about nobody, that means they can do anything to anybody and have no remorse, which we see. You don't see videos where people pull the guns out on old people. I just seen the other day where the pregnant lady had a shootout with somebody because a man got out and tried to rob a lady with a big behind belly. And the lady put a gun out of her purse. Y'all gotta think about this, man. What are we talking about here? A pregnant woman can't go nowhere now with getting a pistol on them. My grandma and them can't go to the store and get them. Have to worry about somebody pushing them and shoving them and taking their stuff. Nobody ain't got no heart no more. Everybody heartless is what y'all telling me. Anything goes. I find something wrong with that, folks. I think the devil done took over. You got to be pure evil, especially the kids. If you got the nerve to walk in a school and go start shooting children, you got pure evil in you. You ain't nothing else you can tell me. Ain't nothing else you can tell me about that. You got to have pure evil in your heart. If you walk in a school and just start shooting children, innocent people, period, something wrong with you. And you got Satan and the devil in you. You have no remorse and no regards for life. But it all comes with a consequence. You think the devil don't want, the devil don't set you up. Because he don't want. And you fell for it. But it's just sad, man, that the world that we living in nowadays, folks. So you got to be accountable for your actions. If you do something wrong, own up to it and try not to do it again. Nobody is perfect. We can throw stones at people all we want, but we all got skeletons in our own closet. We're really not the one to judge. But if you see somebody doing wrong, I mean, bro, you're doing wrong. Bro, you know you're supposed to do that. But at the end of the day, you can't tell nobody how to live their life. They told me that a long time ago. That's why everybody has to take accountability of their own life. Don't follow no trends. Don't follow you think what's cool. Do you. Set your own way in your own path. Don't let the outsiders dictate how you live. See, that's where people fall short when you start living for people. Who cares what somebody thinks of you? But see, it's at an all-time high now because we living in the internet age. In the internet, if you ain't popping and getting 100,000 likes, 100,000 views, or you ain't doing that on the internet, I don't give a doggone about the internet like that. But let it affect my life? No. I don't give a damn if I had -10 followers. I'm still gonna wake up and thank God every day and go eat and grind and keep pushing and live life. It's not the end all be all for me. Some folks it is. They gotta get to that 100,000 likes. Man, I gotta get at least 50K friends, dog. I'm telling you, if I get 50K. Because you gotta remember, half of the people on there, do you think all them thousands of people care about you? Do you think all them thousands of people even like you? Anybody can just follow. Who can't hit the button? Y'all know how it goes on your thing. All you see is a button, right? And it say follow. Who can't press a damn button? Do you think because somebody press that button that it really means they just love you and care about you so much? They're just using their thumb or whatever finger they're using and pressing the button. That's it. That don't mean necessarily they love you so much because they following you. We follow people all the time and you don't even know why you follow. I got all type of people on there. I don't even know where half of these people come from. I don't know. Sometimes I try to be nice and follow back, but I don't get into all that. Because you got to remember, it's a real life going on here. You still got bills to pay. Some of y'all got kids everywhere to take care of. You got stuff you need to be worrying about. If the internet ain't helping you make that money to take care of what you need to take care of, you got to spend less time with that and make sure the household's straight. You can't be play balling on the internet and then in real life you around here starving. It ain't worth it. You better make sure you eating. You got to put on the show for everybody. Do you? At the end of the day, they gonna do them. Y'all remember, everybody on the internet gonna put on the show. How many people really show they bad stuff on the internet? You gonna see everybody when they get their paycheck, they gonna show you their money. They get a new car, they gonna show you their car. But they ain't show you the last 5 cars they had before that. They ain't show you their paycheck they had 3 years ago. It might not have been that much. Everybody's gonna always show you the good more than the bad. And then you got some people that sit and watch everybody so they compare. Damn, they got that. I don't have that. Damn, I wish I could have cars like that. Yeah. And that gets people in their feelings. Because people sit and watch other people and they want what they have. That's why when celebrities get on there and they be stunting hard, a lot of them people really come jealous of that. Dang, I wish I could live like that. You can't wish for nobody else's life. What if that person died? Now, you wish you were that person and you'd have been dead. Thank God for your own life. Live your life however you want to live it. Can't be pocket watching, folks, and watching what everybody else do and comparing and contrasting your life to theirs. Everybody has their own life to live. You got your own path that you got to go down, just like they do. Now, you can take some stuff in motivation. If somebody became successful at something that you like and you want to do, maybe you can use that as motivation and say, okay, I want to be successful too, or I want to do that. And if start taking steps to apply yourself to do whatever you're trying to do. But don't always just sit and watch people and then get in your feelings and say, I want that and I wish I could have that and this and that. Because remember, it's all material things, folks. Material things are like toys. Cars and all that is like you're a kid and you're a toy. They're just toys. The more cars you have, that's the more toys you got. You're just an adult with a whole bunch of toys. All that stuff going to be on this earth long after you do. Unless it blow up or something. But you can't get caught up in, man, everything you see and how everybody else living. You got to take accountability of your own life. Do what you got to do to make sure you keep that food in the refrigerator, keep them lights on, and make sure you got somewhere to lay your head. So you around here worrying about everybody else gonna be eating. Everybody else got somewhere to sleep. You around here playing. Can't live for everybody, man. You gotta live for yourself. So what kind of legacy y'all gonna leave when you leave? Anybody ever ask themselves that? How would I be remembered? That might tell you what kind of person you is. If you ask a couple of people around you, how would you remember me, and they ain't got too much positive things to say, I think you need to change some things. Maybe it's some stuff you need to work on. So ask one of your closest friends or relatives, say, hey, if something happened to me tomorrow, how would you feel? What would they be saying about me? Would they be saying, man, that was a good lady, man, that was a good woman. She had a good heart. Or they gonna say, man, that was a mean heifer. She ain't care about nobody. She cussed out everybody. She was always fighting. Or they gonna say, man, that was a good dude. Man, he always looked out for people. He had a good heart. He helped people. He did stuff for kids. Or they gonna say, man, that fool was crazy. Man, he was a killer, dog. He just wanted to kill people. And man, I don't know, something wasn't right with him. He had the devil in him, man. And you gotta think about it. How you want somebody to remember you? When your last days on earth and you long on earth and you long gone, what they gonna say about you? Most people probably don't care, which I understand. Maybe you don't care what your legacy you leave behind is going to be, because you're going to the next spot. You going to Judgment Day. But most people don't think about that. How you want to be remembered? What you want people to say about you? But that ain't important. The most important part is when you do leave here, how do you want to be judged? Do you want to get to the other side and God be like, I don't know you, bro. I don't know you, Miss Lady. Who are you? That's what you need to worry about the most. But all that's going to dictate how you live your life. See, people take life for a game. Life is just something that we playing for the moment. Everybody on the clock. We don't know when the clock going to expire. You don't know when it's going to end. You just sit, waiting. You wake up every day, thank God. But right now, you don't know what tomorrow going to happen, or the day after that, or next year, next week. See, basically, you're just living for the moment. We all live for the moment. Right now, we here. We don't know what's going to happen next. That's why you got to appreciate, man, all the time that God give you here on this earth and serve your purpose. Try to make it a positive ride. We all know it's going to come with trials and tribulations. People going to throw stones at you. They're going to do a lot of stuff that you ain't going to like. They're going to talk about you. They're going to take from you. Somebody might set you up. They might take your wife, take your husband. Might do something to your kids. Ain't no guarantee on this earth. But one thing is guaranteed is you checking out. That's the one thing we all guarantee. Death is guaranteed. You ain't guaranteed to get rich. You ain't guaranteed to get $1 million. You ain't guaranteed to have a big behind house. But I guarantee you one day you ain't gonna be here. It might not be 9. You might be 60, 70, 80. You can live 90. Some people live to 100. But eventually, you gotta check out. So I don't think nobody think about how you want your legacy to be. How you want to be remembered. What are they going to say about you? And they'll tell you right now what kind of person you is. If you ask somebody, you know, man, something happened to me and I ain't here tomorrow, what you'll say? What you'll think? What you think people be saying? And they'll tell you what kind of person you is right now, if you think about it. If you want to ask yourself, man, what kind of person, what people really think about me? Ask somebody that question. If something happened to me and I'm dead and gone, what would y'all be saying about me? And if they truthful with you, some of y'all might like what you hear, and some of you might not like that. It might hit home. Be like, dang, that's what people think about me. That's the kind of person I am. I'm that confrontational. So how do you want to be remembered? What kind of legacy you gonna leave behind for your kids? For yourself? Remember, folks, we all got a purpose. Everybody in life serves a purpose. We all still put on this earth for a reason. You got to think about it. I don't care if it's your local person working in the fast foods, whoever. They there for a reason. If they weren't there fixing them burgers, doing them fries, a lot of people wouldn't eat. How many people go to fast food today? How many people go to the store a day? If them people went there at them cash registers ringing up, how they gonna eat? See how everybody serving their purpose? If the garbage man them said they ain't going to work no more, what y'all gonna do with the garbage? Everybody just gonna sleep with their garbage in their living room? You gonna pile it up outside till it get so bad with the whole neighborhood stinking? Y'all see where I'm going with this? Do y'all understand how everybody serve a purpose? Even the people that you probably take for granted that think they don't, so they serve a purpose. Even the garbage man. What would you do with all that garbage? And them people ain't coming around with them trucks getting your garbage. Where you gonna eat at if you go to the drive-thru? Ain't no drive-thru. Ain't nobody in there making no food. Think about it. Everybody serve a purpose. Even police. And a lot of them crooked. A lot of them got some bad ways, still racist, but they still serve a purpose. Because imagine if it wasn't no police. Think the world crazy now. Who will even get the crazy people then? At least you hope they get some of most of the bad people. That means evil would just be running around doing whatever. If we want no police to go get them. So everybody still serves a purpose. If you're here on this earth, it's for a reason. A lot of people don't figure out their purpose. They just waste it. But you're here for a reason. Think about it, folks. Everybody plays a role in this world. I don't care where you at on this earth. If y'all look at y'all clothes right now, and look at your tag and everywhere else, most of the time it say made in China. I'm not in China. How I get these clothes on? So if one from the people in China, I want to have this hoodie right here. Y'all see what I'm saying? How everybody serves a purpose. Even the people waiting on the other side of the world is responsible for me having this hoodie and this hat on. Everybody serves a purpose. Some people, like I said, don't know their purpose, don't realize it, or they waste it. Some people have God-given talent, but they waste it because they don't grasp it. They don't take it and run with it. Some people are so gifted with their hands and can make anything with their hands, but they don't put it to use. They use them to fight people and kill people. They use it to break in and stuff. Some people got gifts, they don't even know how to use it. It's some smart people on this earth. Some talented people on this earth. But people waste a lot of that talent. And we find that happening right now with the youngins. Most of the teenagers, most of the boy, man, can probably be the next LeBron or whoever you want to name, Patrick Mahomes them in football. Well, a lot of them kids ain't going to be making it because you got to be focused. You got to think about the long-term goal. And most of these kids, they want it now. So if they can go do something and get money right now, they're going for right now. They're going to try to go hit that lick so they can stunt now and get on the gram and try to get clapped. They ain't thinking long-term. That's too far. That's too long. See, everybody want it right now. I need that 100,000 right now. I ain't trying to work for it and build that and wait for it to come in this. That's too long. I need it now. So a lot of people will jeopardize their freedom and do anything for it. They'll crash out in a minute for a few dollars. Because you're playing with your life. One thing you can't get back, you can't get your life back. You get a lot of things back. You can't get your life back. You can't get that time back. Once the time has passed, you can't say, hold on, wait, let me hit rewind, and I want to go back to 2015. That's in the movies. We talking real life. So what's done is done. So you get jammed up and get locked down, and them people get 10, 15, 20 years of your life. That's years you'll never get back. Ain't nothing you can do to bring that back. That's why it's so important to take accountability of your life. Enjoy the ride, but don't take it for granted. Don't be out here thinking I can do any and everything and I can get away with it. Every action comes with a consequence, folks. The choices you choose to make in life, all it takes is one mistake to come back and bite you. But what we're talking about now is your legacy. That's the topic tonight. How you want to be remembered when you leave this earth. What you want people to say about you? What would they say about you? And most important, what God gonna think about you when you get there? You start asking yourself these questions, maybe you'll start looking at your life in a different way. You can have all the things in the world, but if your heart ain't right and you ain't got God in your life, you still ain't have nothing. You still lost. You think you're rich, but you ain't. See, I'd rather be rich with the Holy Spirit than to be rich with anything on this earth. I'd rather be touched by God than anything on this earth. Because I know right now it's just temporary. Right now I'm just on the ride. I know this ain't gonna be forever. I just thank God for it. So how many of y'all out there feel like you serving your purpose? How many of y'all out there feel that it's a lot of more things that you can do? It's a lot of more lives you can touch. Don't wait too late, folks. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't put everything off to next year and the year after that. And 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna do this. Whatever you can do, you better try to do. Because tonight could be your last. Tomorrow could be your last. Don't put everything off for later. What happens if later don't come? What happens if later never gets here? It's a lot of people went to the other side. They didn't know they was going to go. They woke up that day and thought it was going to be another day. They thought they were going to do what they usually do every day. Until God said, man, it's your time. It's time for you to come on. They didn't know it. We don't know it. That's why it's very important for you to take accountability of your life, folks. Try to leave behind a good legacy and a good name. You want people to say good things about you. You want to be known that you had a good heart and you tried to help people. That's how you should want to be remembered. You want, when people bring your name up, you want them to be laughing and smiling, and you don't want to, anytime your name come up, that just make people don't even talk about it. Don't even bring her up. Don't even bring him up. Ugh. If you just bring a bad vibe of somebody saying your name, that should tell you what kind of life you would live. Think about it. But all I'm telling y'all is take accountability of your life and what's your legacy you want to leave behind. What are you teaching the kids? What are you showing the youth? What are you giving them that's going to help them in the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years? What example are you setting? Are you teaching them how to become independent, get their own stuff, build something, build an empire? Or are you teaching them how to crash out and end their life early? What are we teaching the youth? Because we're seeing more and more of these teenagers dying. It's more and more drive-bys. It's more and more gang, bang, bang. It's getting critical, folks. It's getting real critical. And it's time to wake up. We all, one day, got to go that way. Food for thought, folks. What do you want your legacy to be? What do you want to leave behind for people to remember you by? What effect is you having while you're here on this earth? Are you here just to be here? Are you having an effect? Are you affecting the ones around you? Or are you here just to be here? What motivates you every day when you get up in the morning? Are you just happy to be here? Which you should be. That's a blessing. But remember, we all have a purpose. So what purpose are you serving? That's what you got to ask yourself when you wake up in the morning, if God allows you to do that. What purpose am I serving while I'm here on this earth? Am I making a difference? What effect am I having around my children? How do I affect my husband? How do I affect my wife? What effect do I have on the ones that's around me? Is it a positive or is it a negative? Do you want to have bad days all the time? You want to have some good days. You want your kids to have good days. You don't want to be all bad. I want that for my worst enemy. You should want the best for everybody. But we live in a time where people are so selfish that they can't look outside of their self. If you look around, it's more than you on this earth. We ain't the only ones here. We have to get past that me stage. We have to flip me into we. Us. We all. Not just my mama and them. Your mama and them. Everybody's mama and them I want to be happy and be straight. We have to get out of that me thinking. Me. What happened to we, folks? See, most of the time, I don't care. I got mine. Ain't everybody, nobody else. That's them. It's all right when you eating, but what happened when they eating and you ain't eating, you starve? What happened when somebody else got it and you ain't got it? When you want somebody to look out for you? You got a new car right now. What if you lose that car and they come take that car? And all the time you had a car, when somebody asks you for a ride, nah, I ain't, you know what? I ain't letting nobody get my car. Now you done lost your damn car. What happened now? Who you think I want to give you a ride? You see how sometimes it pays to help somebody sometimes? You never know when you're going to need help yourself. If you always just me, I want this, me. You don't never we a little bit, just have a little we. You gotta have some kind of compassion to think about somebody other than yourself. This world will be a better place. But everybody walk around me. As long as I got it, I don't care. Who else got it? They ain't got it, they ain't got it. That ain't my problem. And that's how you sit around and watch people starve. We sit around and just watch all them people just be slipping on the, excuse me, can't even get out right now. Sleeping on the sidewalk. We just take that for granted. We just ride right past. We walk right past people. So imagine after a while, we keep not caring. Imagine thousands of people. What if thousands of people just lined up on the sidewalk? What would we do? We're going to just go all the way around all the thousands of people and just keep going. What is it going to take to care about somebody? If we had 5,000 people just lined up, what y'all going to do? Oh, that's all them people. Oh, man, I feel sorry for them people. We got to think about it. What is it going to take for somebody to start caring about somebody? We can't get out of our own way because we're so trapped in our mind and the way we think that we can't find a compassionate heart to think about somebody else, to do something for others, to help somebody else, to take the time to show somebody else a little love. Because we so busy wanting to get all the love. We want everything for ourselves. Why y'all think the old saying is give and you shall receive? God wants you to give and help. And you get that tenfold. That comes back 10 times back, double. You don't know what's going to happen. I go out there right now and get somebody help. God bless you. Give them a $20 bill, right? Man, who to say by 4th of July, I be walking and I look down, there's $200 bills on the ground. I don't know how it's going to come back. It can happen just like that. You don't know how God gonna bless you. How quick it come. It might take a little while. But your blessings will come. But you gotta stop being selfish, folks. You gotta start having considerations for other people's lives. It's okay you living good and eating good, but what about everybody else? What about your neighbor them? You don't care if they starving? We know that everybody don't have the answers where they can just help everybody. But if everybody put their brains and minds together and we all just pitch in a little bit, everybody can help anybody in some kind of way. Because if everybody work as a real community, I don't care if it's 2 people in your apartment, 5 people in your apartment complex got a car, some of them don't. If y'all was networking, y'all probably can find a way to help each other out. We know most of the people like, I don't care, they ain't got no car, that's their problem. I ain't taking nobody nowhere and this and that. I ain't getting in my car. See, we ain't working together on that. We ain't gonna never teamwork and pitch in together to see what kind of stuff we can do to help each other. We ain't doing that. We'll pitch in together to go against each other. We'll join gangs and cliques and go to war. But we ain't pitching in together to see what we can do to look out for each other. Ain't nobody gonna come together and say, man, let's see how we can get Rosa made them lights back on. Let's see if how we gonna get Sharika them some. Let me see if I can share some of my stamps and see if I can get Sharika them some food to put in their refrigerator. Ain't nobody thinking like that. You know why? Because everybody's for self. So let me ask y'all this: if everybody for self, then how the hell you think you're gonna be blessed? Because like I just said earlier, they always told me you got to give to receive. So if nobody ain't giving, then I'm gonna be blessed. How is it gonna come back? See, we ain't looking at the bigger picture. We ain't clicking up and ganging up to help each other and try to come up with a plan and look out for one another. But we'll plot against each other. We'll come up with a plan to try to get you behind bars. We'll come up with a plan to get you killed. We'll pay somebody to do it. But you ain't gonna put no plan together to help nobody. You don't care if Sharika and all them lights off. You ain't nobody gonna push together and say, man, Sharika got 5 kids. That girl need electricity. How much you got? How much your bill is, baby? 100? Okay, I got 50. What you got? I got 40. Ain't nobody doing that. Y'all gotta think about it. But we'll apply for everything else. We're gonna get together for everything else, though. Somebody outside fighting and all that, what everybody gonna do? We're gonna get up, we're gonna jump and run, we're gonna get our phones and we gotta record it, we're gonna stand right there. We're gonna record it, we're gonna watch, and we're gonna cheer it on. We'll get together for that. But we ain't getting together to help nobody. You on your damn own. They do not care, folks. And that's a damn shame what kind of world we living in. When nobody don't care about nobody. Everybody for self. That's why you see crime is at an all-time high. People dropping dead left and right. This is why we stuck in the world we living in. Because we can't get out our own way and we can't get out our own way of thinking. Sad, but true. So how do y'all want to be remembered? That's the message tonight. What kind of legacy you gonna leave behind? What are people going to say about you? Is it going to be all positive? Or is it going to be straight negative? What kind of effect you had around the people that you was here on this earth with? Did you really love thy neighbor? Did you really love all the ones on earth that was here with you as God wanted you to? It's all about having the compassion, y'all. You got to care. A lot of people tell you, I don't care. That's the problem. You got to care. You got to have some kind of consideration for others. It's more than you. You got a mama. You got kids. One day they might have kids. It's more than you. We got to get out of our own way. We got to get out of our way of thinking of all this me and start thinking about we, us, together. I don't even talk about only black people. I'm talking about people, period. Black people, I'm talking about y'all because we really ain't together. But us in period, in general, as human beings, we need to come together and start looking out for one another. Don't only be there for the negative. Don't just be boosting up all the bad stuff. We need to come together and help each other. It's the only way we're going to make a difference. If you sit around and you're waiting on the government and all these other people, you're going to be waiting a long time. If you waiting on the government to care about you and help you out, you're going to be waiting a long time. They've been waiting on that since what, 1920s? 1900s? So if we don't start caring about each other, who gonna care? Who gonna help you? Government don't care about you. You think the presidents and the governors and all them really care about y'all? Think they care if y'all living or not? Think they care if your kids grow up to be successful or not? As long as their family is okay, they don't care what your family. They don't care what you got going on. They want your vote. So you can't put all your trust in the government. What else can you trust but God and each other? Everything else gonna disappoint you. Human beings gonna let you down every time. Y'all know that. How many people disappointed you in your life? You like, dang, man. I bet you a whole lot, right? Because that's humans. Humans gonna disappoint you. You put all your trust and faith in them, you gonna be sad. They gonna let you down. Friends turn into enemies. Even your family will change and flip on you. Y'all got the same blood. So human beings are always flip and change on you. That's why you have more than that in your life. You gotta put your trust in God and try to live your life a certain way. So when that checkout time do come, you're gonna march in them pearly gates. I hear people all the time say, man, all the stuff I did, boy, I know I'm a fraud. I know I'm going to hell. I'm like, you go right ahead, brother. I ain't laughing with you, and I ain't co-signing it. You go right ahead. I don't play with that. I ain't claiming it. You let me know how that go, how that work out for you. I ain't gonna never find out, because I ain't gonna never probably talk to you again. Because I ain't trying to go that way. See, people take life for a joke. It ain't a joke once you get on that hospital bed and you about to take your last breath, or you wherever you at in this world, because everybody don't die in the hospital. You can die wherever. But wherever you at, and you about to check out, it ain't gonna be funny then. I don't even play with that stuff. I don't claim it. I ain't claiming no hell. I ain't somewhere I want to go. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to picture it. I don't even want y'all to go. I don't know you, half of you. Life ain't no game, folks. See, people take life for a game. You take it for granted because you're still here. So think about your legacy. Think about how you're going to be remembered. You leave this earth. What kind of effect did you have on the people around you? Was it positive or was it negative? I want y'all to ask yourself this stuff now. But I appreciate y'all checking in with me tonight. Friday night over here in South. Weekend coming. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel if you ain't already subscribed to Reality Music Entertainment on YouTube. But you know I give it to you real, man. I don't come here and sugarcoat that and then get in all that gossip talking that he say, she say. We get straight to the nitty gritty. And we talk about what's important and what's going to happen on all of us. And that's one thing we all know that's coming is death. So how you living your life? That's how you preparing yourself for Judgment Day. You will be accountable for all your actions. But like I said, I appreciate y'all checking in with me. Everybody on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, y'all hit that thumbs up button. We'll be back on the air Monday night. We had a few guests come on, but I think the link wasn't really working proper, so we're going to work on that. We'll get them back on. Ain't no pressure. Monday night, we'll have some people on here. We'll have a good time. Ain't no pressure. And if not, if we're not here, God forbid, then it was our time, folks. You know what I mean? That's all a part of life. It's all a part of our journey. It's all a part of our story. Every day you live, you're writing another book of your story of your life. Remember that. Don't take life for granted. You don't know when it's going to end. So I think you take it for granted. I don't understand how people just waste a lot of time. You don't know how much time you got here, so how can you waste it? That's precious time. Well, you around here entertaining neighbor stuff around here doing stupid stuff. You could be enjoying life. Why are you here? Surround yourself with positivity, folks. If you know negative people, get them negative people out your life. Don't even be around. Some people try to steal your joy. Because you happy and they ain't happy, some people try to bring you down. Don't let nobody steal your joy. If they be on that bull crap and they always negative, ain't got nothing good going on and nothing good to say, you just got to start creeping, separate yourself. Say, I ain't on that. I ain't gonna entertain it. I ain't on it. We gotta learn how to separate ourselves from that nonsense, man. That's the problem. There's too many people entertaining and following all the bull crap. Every time something go viral, it'll be something stupid. Everybody's following it and doing it. That's weak-minded, simple people. You can't be weak-minded. Real people live their own life and they move to their own drum. They don't dance to everybody beat. Take control of your life, folks. Don't let the internet and everything else dictate your life. Take control of your own life. Because the internet ain't gonna help you when you die. All the people you want to like you and follow you on the internet, they ain't gonna talk about you no more. They might bring you up every once in a while. Y'all see it all the time. You know when celebrities die, you see the celebrity be everywhere. They put their picture on their profile, they talk about them, then 48 hours go by and now we talk about something else. Y'all gotta remember, life goes on, it don't stop. Just because you leave here, ain't nobody gonna stop. The train gonna keep on chucking. Process gonna keep on flowing. With or without you. People still gonna get on the internet and keep posting and everything else if it's still available. Life ain't gonna stop because you stop. So you keep trying to please these people when these people don't give a damn about you. Most of these people don't care if you eat or not. Most of them just mad and jealous of you. That's why you gotta be careful how much you show people. You can't show them everything about your life. You can't let them know everything you got going on. That's why friends become so dangerous. Because your best friend know everything about you. That's dangerous. Because if you fall out with that person, they know everything about you. They know every move. They know every one of your kids, how they move, where they be at. That's dangerous. So imagine y'all fall out. And y'all go to threaten each other. That person has to know everything about you. They know when they can catch you slipping. They know when you ain't gonna be home. They know when you keep your gun at. They're the most dangerous people, folks. The ones right there in your face that you allowing to see and be around everything you got going on. That's danger. Because when it flips on you and they get mad at you and y'all fall out, they know everything about you. They know all your weak spots. They know everywhere you go, what time you go to work, to what kind of car you got. That's dangerous. So you got to be aware of who you allow into your circle and in your life. Be aware. The devil has a lot of different disguises. He don't just come looking crazy and evil all the time. He can come looking pretty and handsome. And slide right up on you. Everybody don't mean you no good. Everybody's not your friend. Be careful who you allow in your life. Surround yourself with positive people. Because they always told me birds of a feather They flock together. So if you round, flaw, creep, evil people, 9 out of 10, you flaw and creep. Simple. But I appreciate y'all, man. We went over an hour or something. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. We'll be back on the air Monday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all getting ready for the 4th of July, Independence Day. I know y'all gonna be popping the fireworks and eating y'all some barbecue. We know how it go. I pray all y'all live to see it. Have a safe holiday. But I want y'all to have a safe weekend also. Don't take life for granted. Think about how you gonna want to be remembered when you leave here. And think about how are you affecting the ones around you right now? What kind of difference are you making? Ask yourself that. Don't be around here just wasting your life when you could be doing something. When you could be really making a difference. You could be really doing God's work. Don't waste it, folks. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed night. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. You can always rewatch all my podcasts on YouTube. Reality Music Entertainment. That's the channel. That's the movement. Go get my new mixtape if you haven't already. Foolish Reality Music. It's available on every platform. Y'all keep running them numbers up. I appreciate that support. Y'all make sure y'all go get some of my merchandise. The official Reality Music Entertainment merchandise is available, along with the official The Foolish Show podcast merch is available. And I have Long Live Jay Beezy line that's dedicated to my big brother. May he rest in peace. God bless his soul. Y'all can order y'all Long Live Jay Beezy merchandise. He forever in our hearts. And he gonna always live on through me while I'm here. So that's, put the code up right there. Right there on the bottom of that screen with my finger at, folks. You scan that code and you can order you some Reality Music Entertainment merchandise. We got slides, hats, shirts, hoodies, phone cases, shower curtains, blankets, towels, all your needs. Scan that code and support the movement. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. One love. See y'all Monday. Have a great weekend, folks.